All right, so if your team is building anything with AI, listen up. You're probably sitting on a hidden problem, and honestly, it's about to explode. By 2025, how you manage your prompts is going to be the single biggest thing that separates a successful AI product from one that's just frustrating and unreliable. We're talking about a shift from messy spreadsheets to a real strategic discipline. And in this explainer, we're going to show you exactly how to make that leap.
So here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll diagnose a very common problem, prompt chaos. Then, we'll dig into the growing pains that pop up when you try to scale. But we won't just leave you with the problems. We'll lay out the blueprint for a solution, see how a top-tier platform puts it into practice, and then give you a playbook to future-proof your own AI development.
Okay, let's just cut to the chase. Does this feel familiar? You've got prompts scattered everywhere, in docs, in code, in Slack messages. It's a tangled mess. If you're nodding your head right now, you're definitely in the right place. This is what we call prompt chaos, and it's the number one thing we need to fix.
You know, this slide, it just nails the evolution we're talking about. See, the real story here isn't just about being neat and tidy. It's about moving from a process that's based on luck and maybe some individual heroics over to a real engineering discipline. That jump from the left side to the right side is what actually lets you scale without everything falling apart.
So how did we even get here? How did we end up in this mess? Let's take a quick look at the journey, from those early, simple experiments to the complex systems we're building today. It'll make it super clear why the old way of doing things just doesn't cut it anymore. In the beginning, it was kind of like the Wild West, right? Individual developers working in their own little sandboxes, doing whatever worked. Then, as teams got bigger, we tried to fix it with shared Google Docs or Git repos, but that was really just a Band-Aid. The modern era we're in now, with thousands of prompts and huge enterprise stakes, it demands something way more robust. It demands a true integrated platform. And this is where things start to get, well, painful. As you grow, 4 major challenges pop up that can absolutely cripple your AI development. Let's break them down, because I'm willing to bet you're dealing with at least one of these right now. First up, version control. And seriously, think of this as your safety net. Without it, every single time you try to improve a prompt, you're risking breaking something else. It's like trying to rewire a running engine. You lose track of who changed what, and all that amazing knowledge your team built up, it just vanishes. Okay, next challenge, collaboration. The whole lone genius engineer writing prompts in a corner, those days are over. Now you've got product managers, you've got researchers, maybe even your legal team. They all need a say. So the question is, how do you manage all those different inputs without a central place to work? It just leads to total chaos. And then there's testing. And this one is a beast. Sure, you can manually check 1 or 2 prompts, but what happens when you have hundreds or thousands? What about all those weird edge cases you haven't even thought of? The hard truth is, you simply can't manually test your way to enterprise quality. You need automation. Finally, we get to the moment of truth, deployment. Pushing a new prompt into your live product should not be a cross your fingers and hope for the best kind of moment. You need controlled rollouts, proper A/B testing, and eyes on it in real time to make sure you're actually making things better, not worse. Okay, enough about the problems. We get it, it's tough. Let's shift gears and start talking about the solution. What are the absolute non-negotiable features that any modern, enterprise-ready prompt management platform has to have? Let's build out the blueprint. So a really top-tier platform is built on these pillars. You've got your core engineering stuff, organization, versioning, and testing. Then you have the operational side, optimization, deployment, and monitoring. And holding it all together, like the foundation of a house, is rock-solid enterprise security. It's the whole package, the complete life cycle. So we've got this blueprint, but what does it actually look like in the real world? We're going to put Maxim AI under the microscope to see how a platform can actually deliver on all these features. This will give us a really concrete idea of what good looks like. This table lays it all out, right? It maps our blueprint directly to what Maxim AI is doing. And notice it's not just a checklist. Look at how the features work together. Under testing, you see RAG testing. That's for retrieval augmented generation, which is absolutely critical for complex AI. Then the automated optimization engine actually uses those test results to suggest better prompts for you. See? It's an integrated system. But let's zoom in on just one of these features, because this is a real game changer. Imagine being able to test up to 5 different prompts, or even 5 different AI models against each other side by side instantly. That's what a playground environment does. It lets your team see the impact of their changes immediately. That's how you iterate fast.
Okay, let's bring this back to you. What can you do right now? You don't actually need a fancy tool to start making things better today. Here's a playbook with best practices that literally any team can start using to get out of prompt chaos. This 5-step playbook, this is your roadmap. Step 1 is organization. You can't manage what you can't find. Step 2, versioning. Treat your prompts like you treat your code. Step 3, test at scale. This is what separates the pros from the amateurs. Step 4, deploy with confidence. Use safe rollouts. And finally, Step 5, monitor. A prompts job is never really done. Each step builds on the last, creating a bulletproof process.
So what's the big takeaway here? What does this all boil down to? It's simple. The future of AI development is managed. Getting out of prompt chaos isn't just a nice to have. It's a non-negotiable for any team that's serious about building reliable and scalable AI products.
You know, this quote really just says it all. Prompt management is the backbone of modern AI development. It's not just some tool or a process. It's the fundamental structure that holds everything else up. Your product's quality, your team's velocity, all of it.
So I'll leave you with this one question to think about with your team. Take a hard look at how you're building, testing, and deploying prompts today. Is your workflow really ready for the future of AI?